How long does it take for a woman to emotionally rebound after no contact? You can't stop thinking about her. But here's the part you may not expect. She may be thinking about you too. And if you genuinely want to repair the relationship, one sincere message can communicate your intentions, but what happens after that may matter even more than the message itself. If you've been out of contact for a long time, does that mean she'll completely forget you? Not necessarily, but understand that not forgetting you does not automatically mean she'll come back. What matters is understanding what can happen psychologically after a breakup and knowing how to respond without making the situation worse. There are 3 common stages people may experience after no contact. And if you understand them, you'll have a much clearer idea of what may be happening beneath the surface. Stage 1, the freedom stage. During the first 1 or 2 weeks after cutting contact, she may actually feel relieved. No more arguments, no emotional pressure, no constant conversations, no need to explain herself, no need to worry about your feelings. She might start spending more time with friends. She may go out more, take pictures, visit new places, post more often on social media. Suddenly, it can look like her life has become better and busier than ever. And this is where many people panic. They see her smiling in pictures and immediately think, she's completely over me. But social media doesn't tell you what someone is feeling internally. Sometimes, after an emotionally exhausting relationship, a person simply needs space to breathe. Their rational mind takes over because they're trying to recover from the emotional pressure they experienced before the breakup. So what should you do during this stage? Don't chase. Don't send a long emotional paragraph. Don't repeatedly ask, do you miss me? Don't keep checking whether she has seen your message. And definitely don't create drama just to get a reaction. Even if your intentions are good, repeated contact can feel like pressure when someone is trying to create distance. Sometimes the healthiest thing you can do is give them genuine space. And just as importantly, use that space to regain your own emotional balance. Then something interesting can happen. Stage 2, the empty window. After the initial feeling of freedom starts to fade, the silence may become noticeable. Before, your messages were part of her daily routine. Good morning, good night, random updates, inside jokes, little check-ins. Now, nothing. Her phone is quiet. And eventually, a thought may cross her mind. Why hasn't he reached out? Then another question. Has he actually moved on? This is where curiosity can begin to replace relief. She might check your social media. She might notice whether you're active. She might ask mutual friends how you're doing. Or she may simply start wondering what your life looks like without her. But here's the important part. Don't turn this into a psychological game. Don't post fake relationships. Don't intentionally make her jealous. Don't upload dramatic quotes every day. And don't pretend to be someone you're not. Instead, genuinely start rebuilding your life. Work on your goals. Spend time with friends. Take care of yourself. Get physically active. Become emotionally stable, because the strongest contrast isn't, look, I'm pretending not to care. I'm actually learning how to live well without depending on you. That change can be much more powerful, because if she remembers you as someone who couldn't function without her, and later sees you becoming calmer, healthier, and more independent, it creates a completely different impression. And that brings us to the 3rd stage. Stage 3, the reflection stage. After several weeks, depending on the person and the relationship, memories may start resurfacing. Not necessarily because she suddenly decides she wants you back, but because distance creates room for reflection. A song comes on. A familiar place appears. She sees something you used to do together. A random memory suddenly comes back. And for a moment, she remembers the relationship differently. This is where memory can become surprisingly selective. The arguments may become less emotionally intense. The good moments may become more vivid. She may remember how you supported her, the things you did for her, the conversations you shared.
But you can't know someone's entire emotional state from what they show publicly. Sometimes the first feeling after a breakup really is relief. And that's okay. If the relationship had become emotionally exhausting, space can feel good. But that initial feeling doesn't automatically tell you what they'll feel weeks from now. And this is where you need discipline. Don't react to every post. Don't send a jealous message. Don't create fake drama. Don't suddenly appear just because you're afraid they're moving on. Let the silence be silence, because the point isn't to punish them. It's to stop feeding an unhealthy cycle. Then comes the 2nd stage. Stage 2, growing curiosity and uncertainty. Human beings develop emotional routines. Maybe they were used to your morning texts. Maybe they were used to hearing from you after work. Maybe they were used to telling you random details about their day. Maybe they were simply used to knowing that you were there. Then suddenly, nothing. The routine disappears, and a blank space forms. After the initial relief fades, they may start noticing that absence. A thought can appear. Why hasn't he reached out? Then, has he actually moved on? And eventually, does he still care about me? That doesn't necessarily mean they want you back. It may simply mean their brain is adjusting to a completely different reality. They might check your social media. They might notice whether you're online. They might ask mutual friends about you. They might post something and wonder whether you'll react. They might even find a random excuse to start a conversation. But don't automatically interpret every little action as proof that they want reconciliation. That's where people get themselves into trouble. They see one story view and think, she misses me. They see one like and think, she wants me back. They receive one short message and immediately start planning the wedding. Slow down. One action is not a complete emotional confession. Instead, pay attention to patterns. And most importantly, stay grounded. And if they eventually miss you, that feeling should come from their own experience, not from manipulation. If you're going through this right now, share your situation in the comments. Tell me how long you've been apart, what happened before the breakup, and what the current situation looks like. Sometimes, understanding the psychology behind the silence can help. You understand what your next step should actually be. And remember, no contact isn't about making someone afraid of losing you. It's about giving both people enough space to discover what they truly feel. If you found this helpful, hit like and subscribe for more psychology and relationship insights. See you in the next one.